So hello class, I just wanted to show you how to use vine charcoal. So what you need is either a chamois or a soft piece of cloth, facial tissue. Soft is better. Um, some vine charcoal, you can see that it's a little bit crooked. It's very light, in comparison to the compressed charcoal, which is usually kind of more round, hard edge, and or more square. You don't want to use the compressed charcoal. You can feel it's very heavy. So the vine charcoal is very light and often not very straight. This is thin. This is jumbo. Same, just different sizes. So I'm going to use those. And you can use a Q-tip. This is a stump. Your stump might be cleaner. Mine I use for charcoal, so it's very dark. So a stump or blending tool, an eraser. If you have a kneaded eraser, my kneaded eraser has kind of been broken into a lot of different little pieces, but you could also use a kneaded eraser, a regular eraser. So let's get started. I'm going to show you about the tools. So you can use your chamois or a cloth to kind of clean and erase everything. I have a little still life set up over here. The light's coming from this side. So I'm going to just mark off a picture, an area that's about 9 by 6, 6 by 9. And that's what I'm going to use. And then you can draw with your regular thin charcoal, or if you have thick, you can draw with that as well. And I'm just going to start off by sketching in a few parts. And, sometimes there's imperfections in the charcoal, and I can feel the imperfections in this. So I'm going to trade this in for something a little softer. So I'm going to go ahead and then draw in here. I'm just doing a little sketch from kind of an angle from above. Okay, just kind of getting a sense for this picture. And remember, you can always draw through. And then I have another piece coming in here. I think it's going to be like this. And let's see. Okay, so one of the great things about fine charcoal is if you don't like what you did, you can just go like this and erase it. Now, the nice thing about the chamois is that it usually actually works even better. So then I can just restart. I want to change it a little bit. I want to make this a little bigger. I'm going to make it kind of come off the page like this. And okay, and get the shapes going inside. This is much bigger, so I'm going to make that much bigger. Okay, then I can start using the vine to shade. Wonderful thing about the stump is that it's a great blending tool. So you just use it like a pencil, or I usually hold my drawing tools back a little further because especially in the beginning, I'm not going in for a lot of detail. I'm just trying to get the sense of what's happening in my drawing. So same thing with the stump. I hold it back a little further. and fill this in. And this is a little bit lighter, so I'm going to fill that in. This kind of comes down like this. Okay, a little light hitting there. A little shadow down the middle here. This is a little darker on this side. And there is a little cast shadow over here. This is all darker. All right, so I'm going to go back in with this. Now I can also use a Q-tip. If you don't have a stump, you can use a Q-tip. Sometimes the Q-tip takes off a little more material, but once it gets dirty, it'll be the same, I think. You can use other tools like makeup, like cotton balls, makeup, you know, some students have brought in some things they use for makeup. So lots of options. Wonderful thing about fine charcoal is it's very painterly and it's really pleasing to use. Now, if you want to change something or clean something up, you can use your cloth. You can also use a tissue to kind of clean things up. You can use an eraser if you want to kind of erase away some of the area that you were working on. You want a little lighter. You could also add a highlight with the eraser. Now, one thing is, you know, with this, it's very fragile. So if you go across, you might smear your drawing. One of the great things about kneaded erasers, and this one is not very good, is that you can pull up little areas. You can press and pull up areas. So that's really useful. Now you're going to be making a series of these smaller drawings, and you want to spend basically 2 hours. So if it takes you only 15 minutes to do a smaller drawing like this, then you're going to be making, let's see, 8 drawings. If it takes you half an hour, then you'll be making 4 drawings. Now this drawing is not complete by any means. There's lots of areas of value that I can go in and add. So, for example, I really want to get darker here. And there's a line in the bottom of the cup here that I want to get. I'm going to fix this line here. So that's how you use vine charcoal. And again, once you've finished your drawing, make sure you take a picture. Also, you're going to want to get a piece of scratch paper to put on top to protect it. If you keep it in your folder, that's fine, but just getting a piece of paper like this and keeping it on that drawing will protect it, because it will tend to transfer as you transport it. Okay, so I could also, again, you can wipe away your drawing if you're not completely happy with it. But you do want to, this isn't done. You want to finish the background. You want to keep building up the drawing. That's just how you use fine charcoal.